Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News, episode 119. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here. Really screwed up schedule this week, and I do want to apologize for that. If you've not seen it was a few videos ago, but if you haven't seen that video where I talked about my brand new video schedule and the future of this channel and what the hell is going on, I'm done with daily uploading. I'm uploading like 4 times a week now. The WWE News, I think I'm going to dial back to once a week on Thursday, so this will be like the last Sunday episode for a while. I'm just going to try out the once a week, see how that goes. I might go back to 2 times a week, I don't know. But anyway, guys, enough of me running my mouth. I know new viewers don't want to hear me run my mouth about pointless crap that they don't care about. So anyway, guys, there's not a whole lot of news today. Most of the news that is today, which I'm not including in this episode, is about Extreme Rules. The majority of you are watching this after Extreme Rules, so I'm not even going to bother with Extreme Rules news. But anyway, guys, enough of me running my mouth. I've got some news stories, so let's go ahead and get into this episode of WWE News. Okay, the first news story. I don't know if you guys watched the last news episode or the one before that. I believe in both I talked about the rumors of John Cena actually returning last week. He was supposed to be on SmackDown because he was like filming a movie in Atlanta and SmackDown was in Atlanta, so he was like teasing it on Twitter and stuff, and people were like, oh, Cena's coming back early and all that stuff. No, he didn't actually show up, and he announced after the show on Twitter that he's actually coming back July the 4th. So July the 4th, Cena will be coming back. Today's June the 4th. The day I'm filming this is June the 4th. The day this episode's going up is June the 4th, so it is 1 month from today. John Cena will be back. So yeah, that's great for Cena fans, and I guess for non-Cena fans too, because Cena does make the show better. Okay, the next news story. Some SmackDown Live superstars are taking some breaks off of SmackDown Live house shows. So not the televised. All of these people will be back here in what, a day and a half, 2 days, something like that. They'll be back for SmackDown, but I believe they've already missed a few house shows. They're gonna miss the house show. I don't think they're doing one tonight, but they're doing one tomorrow for Raw. I know that. They'll be missing it. Randy Orton is missing it. He's just using a vacation. He's taking a vacation. I guess Orton gets vacation days. And as well as Naomi and the Usos, they're apparently filming something. I don't know if they're getting like a Total Divas spinoff or something like the Bellas got. Or if it's just for like some little W24 documentary type deal. I'm not too sure though, but Naomi, the Usos, and Randy Orton will not be at tomorrow's house show, and if they're doing one tonight for some reason. Okay, the next news story. This is the one like everyone's been sending me, and they're like, you gotta talk about this, please talk about this. And I don't want to talk about it, but okay, so let me tell you what's going on. So basically, there's this oh god, I'm not a fan of this person, but there's this YouTuber called Trisha Paytas or something, or whatever the hell, however the hell you say it. Anyway, it's just this, what's the word I'm looking for? It's this, I don't know, vlogger, I guess? I don't know, but anyway, it's this dumb blonde YouTuber, which she isn't attractive at all. I'm not too sure, but anyway, her fans are gonna like attack me now, but anyway, she went on like a rant against WWE fans, and now like all the wrestling fans are like sending her death threats and stuff. So basically, for some reason she was talking to Dolph Ziggler, and they've been like talking for a few months, and then Ziggler was like in her hometown for some type of show or something, and they were gonna meet up, and then Ziggler said, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel our plans, and she basically went a little crazy. So I think Ziggler kind of dodged a bullet with her, but so she made this video. She was like reading the text out loud, and Ziggler like apologized multiple times. Overreact much, and I guarantee Ziggler has this girl or chick, whatever the hell you want to call this person, on block now, and I guarantee they won't be meeting up the next time Ziggler's in town. But basically, that's what happened, and then she also brought up that Ziggler's leaving wrestling soon. I don't know if that's factual or not, but anyway, wrestling fans are attacking her because she's talking crap about wrestling and wrestling fans and Dolph Ziggler and calling everyone names and stuff like that. Really, I don't know why they were even talking, but they were supposed to meet up. Ziggler had to cancel. He apologized. Then she made a video going off on it. She made the whole thing public when it should have just been kept private. But anyway, that's that news story. Okay, and the final news story. We're speaking of Dolph Ziggler. So speaking of Dolph Ziggler, I believe And a lot of people believe that the Ziggler and AJ match the ending of it was botched. Like, I believe the ending, AJ's foot was supposed to be on the rope, but Ziggler pinned him too tight or whatever, and he couldn't, like, keep his foot on the rope. I believe it was supposed to be, like, some kind of, oh, the ref didn't see it, so, and then Ziggler, like, cheated and all that. That kind of, get some heat on Ziggler or something like that, but he pulled him too tight, his foot, he was, like, too far from the ropes or whatever, and they kind of botched the finish. And then, like, after he got pinned, he put his foot back in the rope, so I believe that was a botched finish. It's really not that big of a deal, it's just, you know, it would have been cool to keep the foot on the rope. I mean, obviously, after he was pinned, he put it back on the rope. So I think it was pretty obvious that that was supposed to be the finish. Okay, so that is all of the news stories. Now we're going to move on to the rumors. The first rumor, Hulk Hogan coming back to the WWE. I saw this like 3 days ago or something, and I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't want to mention him because I know it's not happening. And I know most people don't, well, most people don't want it to happen. I mean, he came back and all that. He was on television. It was a cool little thing. And then all that crap came out about him, and he said some things. And let's just say a lot of fans' opinion of Hogan has changed. Anyway, there's this rumor going around that he talked to Vince McMahon. That's basically it. There's a rumor that Vince and Hulk Hogan possibly talked. So maybe Hogan's coming back. I don't know what they would do with Hogan. If they would put him, like, what they're doing with Kurt Angle, put him in the general manager role or something. I don't know, but yeah, there's this rumor going around that Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon had a phone conversation. Okay, the next rumors. So as we all know, we're having a Money in the Bank women's match for a women's Money in the Bank briefcase. I believe the briefcase is pink, which is really confusing to me, considering we were trying to, like, move away from the pink and all this, the glitter and the pink and the Divas crap, and then they just give them a pink briefcase. Like, I get we have to separate the blue men's briefcase from the women's briefcase, but do we really have to make it pink? I mean, the men's is blue for SmackDown. Couldn't we just had the women's one be blue with some type of variation to tell the difference? Or even it could be the same. It's not like they're going to be like in the same shot. The winner of the men's Money in the Bank briefcase and the winner of the women's. They could have both been blue. It would have made it, but we had to make it pink just because they're women. It's my little rant about that, but anyway, there's this rumor going around. Since we're having this Money in the Bank ladder match, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, we're not going to have a SmackDown Women's Championship match. So there's only going to be one women's match for Money in the Bank. And the reasoning behind this, the rumor is that they don't have anybody for Naomi to actually have a match with for the title. They don't want to start any new feuds, and like most of the people are in the ladder match. I mean, that's understandable, but it just kind of seems like bad booking to me. Like, you've had so much time to book things for Money in the Bank and book things for the future, and you don't, like, save someone for Naomi, and you don't, like, book someone for Naomi to fight for the championship at Money in the Bank. That's just kind of bad booking, in my opinion. But the rumor is that we're only having one women's match at Money in the Bank. It's gonna be the ladder match, and Naomi probably won't even be on the show. Okay, the next rumor. I'm not sure why I actually put this in the rumors section. This should have been in the news section, but I'll talk about it anyway. Sorry, unorganized here. But so I don't know if you guys remember a few news episodes ago when I said there's this independent promotion in the UK that are having this over 100-man tournament, and they want CM Punk in it. CM Punk wrestling in his first wrestling match since he was in the WWE. That would be incredible. They offered him $1 million to do so, and when a promotion offers someone $1 million for one match, there's a lot of criticism involved, especially when it's CM Punk. A lot of fans criticize them and stuff like that, and they've postponed this whole tournament, this event, for another year at the earliest. So it could be a year, 2 years before we even see this, and by then, who knows, Punk might change his mind and actually go back to the WWE. So I don't know. This promotion is getting a lot of criticism right now for postponing this, and you completely understand why. They're postponing the show for an entire year for an indie show. That's just crazy. The next rumor, WWE is interested in signing Dalton Castle, the Peacock. So his contract's like expiring really soon, and the belief is he's not going to be re-signing. So WWE might pick him up, make him like the face of NXT or something. I think that would be incredible. Hopefully he can use the Peacock gimmick or maybe some other cool gimmick. But Dalton Castle, WWE is interested in him, and he might be in NXT here pretty soon, or even, who knows, on the main roster. Okay, the next rumor. Remember in the beginning of this episode where I said I wouldn't talk about any Extreme Rules things because most of you are actually watching this after Extreme Rules? Yeah, well, I lied. I lied. There's one rumor I want to talk about, and it's probably going to be wrong. The odds are it's probably wrong. So, as you guys know, we're having this Fatal 5-Way tonight at Extreme Rules to determine the #1 contender for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship and who's going to face him at Great Balls of Fire. So, the rumor is right now that it's going to be Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is going to be winning this match. I've heard all week it's going to be I've heard all month it's going to be Finn Balor. My money would either be on Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, or Samoa Joe. If I had to choose, I would go with Finn Balor, but it might be Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar does sound pretty cool. So does Finn Balor, then so does Seth Rollins. So whoever wins this, it's still going to be a pretty cool match to see. I think I'm going to be doing reactions tonight. I'm not too sure though. I'll try, but yeah, the rumor is that the Samoa Joe is winning it. I doubt that rumor is true, but it absolutely could be. Okay, the next rumor. So WWE is going to be working with Progress and ICW again. If you don't know, these are independent promotions and WWE is actually working with them. And this rumor is that they're putting Progress and ICW on the WWE network. That's insane. They're putting independent promotions that are not affiliated with the WWE in any way, that WWE has no stake in, on the WWE network. That's amazing. WWE is actually working with them now. I know it was really cool that they were able to work out some kind of deal for Access and actually had Progress and ICW shows at Access, WrestleMania Access. I was there. It was really cool to see like ICW people in the NXT ring. It was really cool. But yeah, they're actually working with independent promotions, so it's not out of the question that WWE could work with ROH or, well, I mean, ROH and New Japan aren't indie promotions, but you get what I'm trying to say. They're working with different promotions, and that would be really cool if we could have like, I don't know, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks on like a WWE television show, even though they could still be signed to New Japan and ROH or something like that, which it opens the door for a lot of things, so that's really cool. And ICW and Progress might be coming to the WWE Network really, really soon. Okay, and the final news story, or the final rumor, whatever you want to call it, it's about John Cena. So speaking of John Cena, so I believe it was like, it was the first news story in this episode. The first thing I talked about in this episode, I said John Cena's coming back July the 4th. Well, Cena's actually staying a while. This is the rumor. Cena's actually staying a while. So he's coming back July the 4th, and he's not supposed to be leaving until like September or something. So he's gonna stay a few months. That's good. I remember when Cena used to be there every night. Cena, I get it. The Hollywood opportunities, can't let them pass you by, make some money, get in movies and stuff like that. But yeah, Cena's gonna be staying a few months. He's supposed to be at Battleground in Philadelphia, which I actually bought tickets for yesterday. I'm sitting row 4. Me and Muscleman Malcolm are sitting row 4 for Battleground and row 4 for the Raw after. I would have loved to be closer. I was thinking about coughing up the money and sitting front row, but those prices I better not. And I'm thinking about going to SummerSlam too. I'm pretty sure I'm going to SummerSlam too. I believe I can now that I didn't spend too much on the Battleground tickets. So I guess that's a good thing. Vlogs, of course. But anyway, speaking of Cena, he is supposed to be at Battleground and at SummerSlam, and I leave after SummerSlam, I guess, unless he wants to stay for what's the next Raw? What's the next SmackDown pay-per-view? It's not No Mercy. No Mercy's. Oh, I'm not too sure. I guess it's Clash of Champions. Yeah. But, well, see, Clash of Champions was a Raw pay-per-view last year, but No Mercy was also a SmackDown pay-per-view last year, and it's gonna be Raw this year. So that's really confusing. But Cena is sticking around for a few more months. So there you guys have it. That is all of today's news and rumors. I believe I'm gonna cut this back to about one episode a week unless news really starts picking up. Like I didn't do one Thursday because I did it on Tuesday. I thought I would do like 3 news episodes this week. Just there's not enough news to support that. But we'll see, guys. I'm doing 4 videos a week now, so come back. I'm uploading Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, so don't miss those uploads, guys. And thank you guys for watching this episode of WWE News. This is the end card. Down there's my second channel, and down there's the podcast channel. I'll announce details about the podcast later. Over here are some previous videos you guys may have not seen, and if you guys haven't already, make sure to like this video. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. It's absolutely free. I will see you guys in the next video.